Well, Wisconsin is turning out to be a real horse race for both parties. Voting's underway right now. And Ted Cruz is banking on a Wisconsin win to shake up the race going forward. But is it going to be enough to slow down Trump's momentum? Here now is Erick Erickson, editor of The Resurgent, and he is a Ted Cruz supporter. He's also a Fox News contributor. Great to see you. How are you?
I'm good. How are you?
Good, good. So I know this is not your scenario of a good thing, but assume that Trump pulls out a win tonight. Does that make it over for Ted Cruz?
Pretty much. I think if Trump can win Wisconsin, then, I mean, Trump's got momentum going all the way, particularly given the organized opposition to him in Wisconsin. You've got the governor's opposition. About 100 prominent political leaders in the Republican Party there have called for people to support Cruz. So if Trump were to pull out a surprise win there, yeah, it would be very bad for Cruz moving forward.
Now, from your perspective, a good thing. If Ted Cruz wins tonight, that still doesn't mean he's going to be able to get the 1237 going to convention, does it? That just means the best he can hope for is a contested convention at which he wins in the second, third, fourth round or whatever.
Well, you know, the Cruz campaign says that if they win tonight, they may be able to beat Trump to 1237. I think the reality is that no one gets to 1237 if Cruz wins tonight. And so on the second ballot, Cruz probably can win. Remember, 1237 equals a majority of delegates to the Republican convention. You have to have a majority of Republican delegates to support the nominee. So if Trump can't get there, can't get majority support of the convention, well, on the second ballot, it looks like Cruz has played his hand very well picking delegates around the nation. Yeah.
Now, here's the conspiracy theory that I hear, Eric, and who knows whether these are true. But the thing is that if it goes to convention, the establishment is going to try everything they can to prevent either Trump or Cruz from becoming the nominee because they think neither one of them can pivot to the center, or that it's going to be tough for Cruz to make that pivot to the center. Somebody like Kasich could be less difficult. How do you argue that Cruz can be considered an appropriate choice for a Democrat or even an independent?
Well, you know, the problem here is that for the last 7 years, Republicans have told conservatives, don't dream big. You can't stop Obama. You can't defund Obamacare. You can't stop illegal immigration.
But this is not Obama. This is Hillary.
Right.
This is Hillary they're going against. She's got a lot of strikes against her that Obama didn't have.
But you have a Republican establishment that told conservatives don't dare dream these things that are now dreaming of Paul Ryan. The majority of the delegates who are going to be there are Ted Cruz delegates, regardless of who they vote for on the first ballot. So it really doesn't matter what the establishment wants, it's what the delegates want. And Cruz has done an impressive ground game in all 50 states, getting delegates there committed to him on a second ballot.
But pivoting to the center, he's going to have trouble doing that. He is a conservative.
Well, oh yeah, of course he's a conservative. Every candidate eventually pivots to the center, not necessarily on policy, but on how they message. You know, I mean, the guys who wanted to pivot to the center got Romney and McCain in 12 and 8, and they lost.
Yeah, that's true. Good point. Erick Erickson, great to see you. Thanks for coming in. Appreciate it.